Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over Chasing Atlanta. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this mess. All right, so let me just start off with this whole Q and Oliver situation. This is the thing for me. This is how I look at it, okay? You know, some of you in the comment section said last week that, this was pillow talk between Oliver and, I guess at the time was his boo, his friend or a guy that he was dating. Oliver wasn't being messy. And while Oliver was not intentionally being messy, this is what we have to realize about pillow talk. I think a lot of people in relationships have pillow talk. However, it's called pillow talk for a reason. Once it leaves the pillow, at that point, it crosses the line of being messy. Okay? So if you have pillow talk with your man, your woman, your side chick, whomever it may be, okay? I need you to realize that if you decide to take that information from the pillow and bring it to the streets, at that point, you're being messy. Now, is that Oliver's fault that the friend and the business partner took some sensitive information from the pillow to the street? Some people could say that Oliver could have been a better judge of character, However, it's not Oliver's fault. Whomever Oliver was talking to decided to take this information and take it back to Q. I think that while Oliver, again, I don't think he had any malicious intent with going to this older guy, this guy that he was dating. I do believe that Oliver, this is the thing. Whenever there's a situation with someone not having a forwarding address, AKA they homeless, that's not something that you would want people to know. I don't know too many people that are homeless who just makes it their business to put a sign up, I'm homeless, because it could be embarrassing for some folk. So I can get how Oliver is like, you know what, I don't know how to really handle this situation. They're saying that this person who I hang around every day, or almost every day, they're saying that he doesn't have a place to stay. So let me go to this older guy who can give me advice on what I should do. Even though this older guy is also Q's business partner, let me go to him. You see where I'm going with this? How Q could think that Oliver was being messy, even though I don't think Oliver was intentionally trying to be messy. However, when Oliver went to this person who was Q's business partner, I don't know what type of business they were in. However, that's what Oliver introduced him as Q's business partner and the guy that he was dating. If Oliver went to this guy about Q's situation and how to handle it, and then this guy turned around and went to Q, y'all don't see how that could be marked as messy? Because the truth of the matter is, even though you're doing business together, it's really not your business what goes on in his personal business. Now, if his personal life is affecting the business, I can see how that could get tricky. But clearly, he didn't want you to know. He didn't want any of y'all hosts to know if he really want to know the truth. Because if he did, you would know the answer to if he's homeless or not. If it's the truth or if it is just a rumor. So you have to look at it from Q's point of view. This is something that I don't want anybody to know. This is something that clearly he hasn't told anybody because nobody really knows the answer. And then my business partner of all people, a person who I work with, a person who I'm working with, comes and asks me a question about my personal business. Some information that really and truly he shouldn't know. But coming from the business partner's point of view, he may look at it like, well, shit, if he ain't even got nowhere to live, then how this may affect our business. I can get that. Was the business affected by Q not having or Q allegedly being homeless? At the end of the day, it's still not the business partner's business to be in his personal business. It's just not. It's just not. And, Oliver, you may, not want to accept blame. Like I said, I don't think that he was being intentionally messy in this situation, but you have to be honest and say, it looks like this is messy. Even though you were not, look, I done said it 5 times. I don't think the boy was being intent. I don't think he was being a messy bitch. However, you have to look at it from Q's point of view. It looks like you were being messy. It looks like you were being messy. So I think the best thing you can do is apologize and realize from going forward, watch who you talk to, because even the guy that you're dating with can be a messy ass queen, right? Watch who you talk to, because it gets you in some shit that you didn't want to be in. Because if that guy that Oliver was talking to would have left the pillow talk on the pillow and not took it from the pillow to the streets, then we probably wouldn't even have this conversation. Oliver could have taken the advice, if he gave him any advice, and went to Q, and I'll handle the situation how he decided to handle the situation. And that's just how I look at it. And that's just what it is. Again, I know some of y'all gonna say Oliver wasn't being messy. No, he wasn't being messy, but he was being messy, but he wasn't being messy. But he looked like he was being messy. Again, when you have pillow talk, it's called pillow talk for a reason. It stays on the pillow. It doesn't leave the pillow. And if somebody takes from the pillow to the streets at that point, bitch, you being messy. Now, was the business partner being messy? A little bit. Because if you're this older person, you should know that that's some sensitive information that most people don't want people to know. And if he wanted you to know, bitch, he would have told you. Period. Anyways, so this whole fight with Kendra, listen, one thing I forgot to mention last week is when Oliver called Travis Fred Hammond. Travis, let me say something. I dye my beard, right? I dye my beard. I use Just for Men. I don't like that Beijing. What's it called? I just call it shoe polish. When you go to the barber, they automatically put that shit in your head now. Like without you even asking. And the first thing I do when I come home, I politely go straight to that sink and wash that shit out of my head. I don't like it. Now I'm thinning a little bit right here, but I just look at it like when the hair is gone, it's gone. I still got a couple of more years to do something with it. Thank God. It ain't completely gone, but I dye my beard. But that shit you got in your face looks a mess. It looked like just a whole bunch. It looked like a black marker just going this way. Baby, just go get you some Just for Men. Now, you might have to dye your beard every couple of days, but it's better than walking around here looking like somebody just painted your face. Like, girl, my niece literally got a hold of a black marker and just drew on your face, girl. Girl, you look the fool. But one thing I don't like about Oliver, this is the thing. Oliver is the fan favorite, right? Oliver is the fan favorite. Lauren, is a fan favorite. So I do think that a lot of these girls come onto the show just trying to start some shit with Oliver. Because the truth of the matter is, while Oliver is very shady, I haven't seen Oliver do anything like to Kendra that warrants this reaction out of her. The thing with Oliver, like I said, Oliver to me reminds me of the girl who throws a rock and hides his hand. Like, girl, Oliver, you have some of the shadiest confessionals. Then you don't understand why people have a problem with you. Now, don't get it twisted. This is the thing, and I've said this before. Let me just give you an example for some of you who watch my other reviews. When I think of Love and Hip Hop, and those girls over there, you know that those girls be ready to fight at the drop of a motherfucking dime. Hello? As quick as those bitches get their bodies done and their asses inflated and shit, that's how quick them hoes be ready to fight. And we know them hoes get their asses done, especially in Atlanta like this. So you know they always be on 10, ready to just mollywop a hoe. Like on Bravo, we know those girls really don't, well, besides Portia, we know those girls over there really just don't fight like that. They don't even really have security on set because that's not a show where we fight. We fight with our words, but we really don't use our hands. On VH1, they have security on set for a reason because them girls over there, they be throwing bottles and chairs and trying to run bitches over with cars and all types of shit. So over there, you know, it's a little bit more realer. It's a little bit more street. Dealing with the girls, we having kitchen table talk, all right? Dealing with the girls, you have to realize that the girls, they be ready to fight at the drop of a dime. And Oliver, you have to realize that even though you are being funny, even though it's really not that big of a deal, it's just a confessional, it's just shady, you have to realize that you are a fan favorite and that these girls are going to use any excuse to pick an argument or to have a problem with you. And we already know the girls, they like to tussle and fight at the drop of a dime. So for Oliver to act like he really doesn't understand why, girl, you understand why. You do what you do, and then you try to act like why the girls mad? Girl, you didn't see that whole confessional you just did? This is not the classy Bravo. Girl, this is VH1 Zeus, low-key. Not see no shade. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? And like when Oliver, he did the whole, what did he say? Let me go, I'll drag that bitch. Oliver, you really have to understand that even though I agree with you 1,000% that Kendra was out of line. She was out of order when she called you Olivia. Girl, we can sit here and call each other girl, this, all that. But girl, you know when you're in an argument with somebody with a bitch who you don't like, the last thing they should be doing is calling you out of your name. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if you real. It's one thing if, girl, you just know. You know. I ain't got to get no example. You know. But we have to realize, Oliver, like, you kind of put gasoline on the fire, too, when you was like, let me go, I'll bury that bitch. But then when you retell the story to your mama, it's like, oh, she called me out of my name, which she did. But then it's like, girl, you know, you're going to leave out the part where you said you was going to drag this woman? You was going to drag this girl? But then with you, Kendra, this is the thing with Kendra, because I'm done with Oliver. Kendra. Bitch, you just got out of jail. I think that some of y'all need to let that hood-ass way of thinking go. Like, Kendra, we get it. You a trans woman. You a dark-skinned woman. We know the trials and tribulations that trans women go through. You need to try to use this platform the best way you can. And for you to get on this platform and for you to... Your whole storyline is, let me fight with Oliver. Girl, what? And the real gag is Oliver sitting back laughing at you. Girl, like, that's the gag. Like, it would be something if Oliver was actually trying to fight your ass back and do diss tracks. But girl, Oliver's sitting back laughing at you. Oliver is walking into the house paying you dust and you in the corner shaking. Girl, with that crackhead itch, you don't know what to do. You done lost your mind, girl, cause this girl ain't paying you no attention. So I'm laughing, cause girl, Oliver really ain't paying you no attention, and he know what he doing. He know he pissing you off. I'm so tired of you victimizing yourself. I'm tired of it. Kendra, we get it. Kendra, we get it. You've been through a lot. You've been in jail ever since you was a little girl. You had a dream of being a rapper. We get that the man did this to you, girl. We get it, girl. We get it. We tired of hearing about it. I know that sounds so fucked up, but we tired of hearing about it. And it's like, it's one thing if you talked about it at the beginning of the season and then probably the middle and the end. But girl, honestly, girl, this has been your storyline since episode 1. Well, episode 4, girl. You still talking about ever since I was a look. You gonna kick somebody when they down, and when I was down and out, and I'm a trans woman, and oh girl. Kendra. And the thing is, Kendra is talented. That's the thing, the bitch can rap. But it's like, girl, we besides this diss record or Free Look Kendra song, that's all we. Girl, I'm gonna say something, and this may sound so fucked up, but T.S. Kendra, you would think that bitch, you would try to be cool with Oliver, cause y'all really don't have no real beef. Like, that's the thing. Like, y'all ain't got no beef. Like, y'all ain't got no fucking beef. You making some shit to get some camera time. Let's just call it for what the fuck it is. Bitch, you ought to be trying to be cool with Oliver so your ass could be cool with T.S. Madison, so maybe she could have you as an opening for when she do the Queen Supreme Court. But see, your ass so goddamn busy trying to, your sights are on Oliver where you don't even see the bigger picture, bitch. Let that shit go. Be Oliver's friend. Because quiet as it's kept, Oliver knows some motherfuckers. You might not like her, but she knows some girls. Y'all get where I'm going with this? Like, it's one thing if you really, really had a problem with Oliver, but I don't see a real big problem with Oliver. I just see he said something that you didn't like, and that's what it was, and now it's just like, don't kick me when I'm down. Girl, okay. Girl, calm down, bitch. But bitch, if you had any motherfucking sense, if Wayne the Pain was trying to be your manager and not be in front of the fucking camera, what is Wayne the Pain? Is he an artist? Is he a manager? I'm so confused on what Wayne the Pain do. Is he an artist? Does he manage you? Because he in front of the camera more than you in front of the camera, bitch. I ain't trying to say fire nobody. I'm not trying to say nobody should lose their job. But girl, Wayne the Pain ain't doing his motherfucking job. Because at the end of the goddamn day, if he had any goddamn sense, he'd be telling your black ass, girl, you need to get in where you can fit in and be cool with this girl. Because regardless if you like her or not, that bitch know a lot of people. That bitch is friends with one of the top trans women in the goddamn country. That's the nigga you should be trying to bump shoulders with, bitch. The fuck? Anyways, girl. Dominique. I put Dominique as Sheree. Between Dominique, I think Dominique is more messy than Troy. Dominique try to act like he not being messy, but Dominique, this is your first season, girl, and you messy as hell. Messy, girl. I said between Sheree and Carly Red, that is Dominique. I thought it was Troy, but it's really Dominique. I put, girl, you swear Dominique been on the show since season 1. Dominique, he got a problem with Travis because Travis pulled him down in his lap. I mean, if he said he had a problem, girl, he got a problem. I mean, girl. Look, if he said he got a problem, girl, he said he got a problem, girl. Would it have bothered me if Travis would have pulled me down in his seat? No, I mean, pulled me down, in his lap or whatever. I wouldn't have been pissed off. I would have been like, oh, girl, here she go. Here go one of these girls. But I guess I can't. Okay, let me take myself out of it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. If Dominique was offended, he has every right to be offended. Because at the end of the day, when you first meet somebody, you really don't have no business pulling nobody in your lap or pulling somebody into your space like that. Because the truth of the matter is, bitch, I don't know you. Now, it's one thing, girl. It's one thing if you was Brad Pitt or bitch Idris Elba or one of them motherfuckers, girl, pull me down all day long. You smell, girl. Girl. Yes. Oh, girl, pull me down with your fine ass. Anyways, Rico was talking. Oh, they were doing COVID hit. When Rico was talking, he was like, I need to call my mom. Rico was kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. But I like the fact that Rico, I love the fact that Rico is on the show about his business. Like, to me, that's how Kendra should be. Like, It's okay to be a little bit messy. It's okay to be funny and shady, but the way Kendra going about it is just wrong to me. Like, it's all wrong. I like Rico. I think Rico is so cute. But Rico really don't get, as far as, like, he has fun. I think he has cute confessionals. But other than that, like, it is what it is with Rico. King Kang popped up. For those who don't know, King Kang is from Chasing Dallas. I do think that King, like, to me, when I look at the girls like King Kang and like Dominique, I think that they are a better fit in Atlanta. Like, I don't think people in Texas are ready for like King Kang's vision, or his artistic vision as it pertains to fashion, you know. I think that the way that Dominique and King Kang, the way they present themselves to the public, I feel like that would be better like Atlanta, California, New York, like that. I feel like the girls will look too slow. Like, that's not my style. That's not my style at all. But I feel like the girls are a little too slow. No, let me stop saying they slow. I feel like the girls wouldn't get. Like, Dominique could not walk around Houston, Texas. I mean, he could. But, like, people would look like, girl, what the fuck this nigga got on? Like, I actually think that Dominique is fly as fuck, quiet as it's kept. Like, I was actually looking at his Instagram the other night, and I was like, damn, Dominique actually got a cute style. Like I said, it's not my style. But for him, it's actually fly as fuck. And I could see him being a stylist. I actually think it's really, really cute that Dominique just likes to dress. Like, he's like, he don't even want to be a stylist. He's just like, this is something I do for me. I thought that was so cute. He was like, this is just something I do for me. Like, I don't even want to do all of that. I like to, you know, people say, Dominique, you can dress. You have a cute style. But anyways, King Kang is in Atlanta. When Kang told Rico to spit for me, he was like, really? I was like, Rico is really, really cute. Like, he's cute almost like, he's just like a cute dude. And then his energy, and like when he really started rapping, like, you can tell he loves to rap. Like, baby, let me say something. Rico said, bitch, come hook or come crook, bitch. If y'all tell me to rap, bitch, I don't give a fuck who in the living room. Bitch, I'm rapping. Bitch, and Kang. Here go Kang. Hey. Yeah. Anyways, Oliver has a food tasting. He has a seasoning coming out. I feel like Troy was the only one walking around here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, girl. I feel like some of us, I'll be honest, including myself, when COVID first hit, I was like, girl, what the fuck is it? I was like, girl, this shit ain't serious. Girl, I was one of those people. Even when they first told us to wear masks, I was like, I'm not wearing no mask, girl. And then it's kind of like, then I realized, oh, girl, bitches is dropping like flies, girl. Girl, here go my mask. I got a mask sitting right here on the table, girl. Did now, bitch? I won't even go. Bitch, I won't even go through a drive-through when I put my. Hi, can I have a venti? Hi, can I have a venti vanilla cold brew? 3 shots of espresso, sweet vanilla cream, light ice. Thank you, girl. I don't even go through the motherfucking drive-thru without my mask on, bitch. Baby, please. There's shit out there. Now, bitch, I feel like, you know, I still live my life, but I try to be careful, but this ain't about me. But, girl, I thought it was telling that Troy was the only one in Atlanta. And we see how the girls cut up in Atlanta, honey. Was the only one that was really walking around here with his mask on. Because none of the other girls, they didn't have shit on their goddamn face. Girl, was Troy, were you recording, Oliver? What was you doing? Because I heard Siri come on, and then I saw the way your phone was positioned. Were you recording, Oliver? We gotta watch out for you, bitch. You might be messy, for real, for real. You got some sense when it came to that COVID, but bitch, you still messy. I thought Kendra looked great. This is the best I've ever seen Kendra look. No tea, no shade. With her red confessional with the red hair, I was like, Kendra looks bomb. Which I ain't gonna lie, I hollered when Troy mentioned Kendra, and she was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof. Anyways, girl, so Troy basically, I'm thinking Troy must have thought about, because they had stopped filming for a while because of COVID. So I guess Troy must have probably thought about how he was probably looking on TV, looking like a messy bitch. And so he came back with a whole new attitude. Basically like, y'all were gonna tell me the side of my face is dirty? I'm up here talking shit. So I guess he must have thought about that he probably was gonna look like a messy ass bitch. So he come back, telling Kendra basically we're gonna have a field day, a get together, I guess, something like that. Kendra's still pissed off. She don't understand. Troy's like, girl, we too grown. Like we gay. And this is the thing, y'all. Like, let's just be honest. Just because we gay don't mean we gonna like each other. Girl, some of the gay girls don't like me. I don't like some of them. Girls, yeah, it is what it is. Girl, just because you black don't mean you gonna like each other. Just because you gay don't mean you gonna like each other. It is what it is. But I do think, like, girl, it's already hard enough for the girl. Like, let's just have some real family kitchen table talk, girl. This is just family, girl. LGBTQ and allies, girl. It's already hard enough for the girls. The last thing we need to be doing, like, one thing they can never say about Rodney, I might get on her and say, I don't like so-and-so, I don't like that girl, I don't like that, but girl, I really don't do the whole getting on her bashing the LGBTQ. At least I can't remember. I'm gonna say this much. I don't remember. I just feel like I'm not going to get on here bashing trans women. I'm not going to get on here bashing non-binary, folk. I'm not going to get on here bashing, gay men or lesbians. I might say, I don't like that bitch. I don't like that bitch. And I'm going to keep it moving. But it's like, I get what Troy's coming from. Like, girl, look, it's not that deep, girl. We too grown. Like, girl, we just need to come. Girl, we could literally be around. Y'all ain't gotta like each other, but girl, to not be able to sit in the same room with somebody over something that's really not that deep, it's like, girl, come on, let it go, bitch. But of course, Kendra is on some whole girl, whatever she on. But when Kendra hit that corner, you can keep talking. She hit that corner with that cigarette. Kendra do remind me of that ghetto ass auntie who come to the goddamn family reunion, who got about 4 kids and 4 baby daddies. She don't never bring nothing. But she leave with everything. That's what Kendra remind me of. Y'all think it's wide? Girl, Kendra is funny. That's all I got. That's the end. The baby's review is too motherfucking long. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.